Will Smith was the original chosen one instead of Keanu Reeves in The Matrix.
In many ways, Keanu Reeves' laid-back and neutral personality is what made him such a perfect fit for Neo Anderson, the chosen one of the Matrix franchise. However, the creative forces behind the groundbreaking sci-fi classic initially wanted to go in a very different direction by casting an actor with a loud and distinctive personality, the Fresh Prince himself, Will Smith. By now, Smith has cemented his reputation as an incredibly talented actor with amazing range. But there's no doubt his Neo would have been miles away from Reeves' portrayal. More Keanu Reeves. The best Keanu Reeves movies. The Keanu Reeves Constantine is a better movie than You Remember 2 of 90. Who is the coolest actor in the world right now?
Severus Snape came close to being played by Tim Roth, not Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman's imposing appearance coupled with his rich vocal talents made his role as Severus Snape in the Harry Potter franchise iconic. It's difficult to imagine anyone other than Rickman stalking the halls of Hogwarts in the Wizard franchise, but the role was originally offered to Tim Roth. To his credit, Roth says he doesn't regret missing out on the part because he feels the better man for the job did the job. Roth would go on to portray the Abomination in The Incredible Hulk. More Alan Rickman. The Harry Potter cast shares their favorite Alan Rickman moments, and we're already crying. 5 of 753 people we wish were still alive. 156 of 403 famous role models we'd like to meet in person.
Sammy Davis Jr. almost swiped Beetlejuice from Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton is an actor with a ton of range, and one of the roles that first proved his adaptability was Beetlejuice, where Keaton successfully transformed himself into a maniacal and mischievous ghoul in a pinstriped suit. However, Keaton was seen as an odd casting choice at the time, and originally, Tim Burton wanted Sammy Davis Jr. for the part of Beetlejuice. While Davis Jr. has a fine acting resume of his own, it's hard to imagine him making the same sort of personal transformation as Keaton was able to pull off. More Michael Keaton. The best Michael Keaton movies. 49 of 1017. The best actors in film history. 1144 of 2443. The most influential people of all time.
A different actor started filming for Marty McFly before Michael J. Fox replaced him.
The role of Marty McFly in Back to the Future and its sequels made Michael J. Fox's career, but he was actually a last-minute replacement who was brought in after filming had already started. At first, Eric Stoltz was cast, but the director and writer of the comedy film realized after only a few days of shooting that Stoltz just didn't have the comedy chops to bring their script to life. Fox was brought in to reshoot everything and finish the film, and the rest is future history. More Michael J. Fox. How Michael J. Fox accepted his Parkinson's diagnosis, defied the odds, and fought for a cure. 3 of 269, the most trustworthy celebrities in the world. 121 of 264, the best male actors working today.
Harrison Ford was filling in for Tom Selleck as Indiana Jones, and took Han Solo from Al Pacino.
Harrison Ford had a habit of nearly missing out on career-defining roles. Although it's hard to mentally separate the character of Indiana Jones from Ford's portrayal, it was veteran actor Tom Selleck that was originally cast in the role. Ultimately, Selleck had to drop out due to a conflict with his Magnum P. contract, leading George Lucas to go back to the man he made Han Solo. While nobody was disappointed with Ford's performance as Indy, The test footage of Selleck as the adventuring archaeologist is also pretty darn good, making this an intriguing case of what if. Harrison Ford took another role meant for a more well-known actor before this. The world almost ended up with a very, very different take on Han Solo. While Harrison Ford embodied the character's space cowboy attitude, he apparently wasn't the first actor given a shot at the role. According to Pacino, he was offered the part of Solo, but turned it down when he found the script to be too confusing. Other actors like Jack Nicholson, Robert De Niro, Burt Reynolds, and James Caan were also looked at before Ford, a practical unknown, nailed the audition. Or Harrison Ford 13 Things You Didn't Know About Harrison Ford 16 of 1017 The Best Actors in Film History 583 of 904 Celebrity Death Pool 2021.
Dougray Scott was recast as Wolverine late, and then replaced by Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman's 17-year run as the X-Men's Wolverine is one of the greatest portrayals of a superhero ever captured on film. Jackman wasn't well known when he was first cast as Wolverine, which is why the job initially went to someone else entirely. Dougray Scott was the first man given the role as the adamantium-laced badass, but he was injured in a motorcycle accident while filming Mission Impossible 2 and wouldn't be available when filming started. Jackman came in as a last-minute replacement, and the rest is mutant history. More Hugh Jackman 19 Hugh Jackman memes that show he's more than just Wolverine 6 of 90, who is the coolest actor in the world right now, 26 of 192 the hottest men of 2021, rank. Bryan Cranston's Masterful turn as Walter White almost went to Matthew Broderick and John Cusack.
Run. John Travolta run from this role that earned Tom Hanks an Oscar.
Run. John Travolta run from this role that earned Tom Hanks an Oscar.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care. Bye.